Hi, this is Robbie with Robert Mitchell OMB Photography, and welcome to our 4-part video series with Clifton Guterman, Big Picture Casting's head of television and film division. In this video series, Clifton is going to talk about everything from what a casting director does to addressing some common misconceptions about casting directors. He's going to talk about marketing materials for actors and how you can leverage that to set yourself up for success. And then he's going to give us some great advice for emerging artists as well as established actors who are feeling like they're in a bit of a rut. Let's get started.
Well, hi, I'm Clifton. I live here in Cabbagetown in Atlanta, but I grew up in southwest Georgia in a tiny little town in the southwest corner called Iron City, population 350, no stoplights, still. My mother was a librarian, retired. My dad was working for the railroad, retired. And I was very active in the arts growing up, singing, piano, dance, theater, and church, and in school, and so I chose to go to UGA for drama, and then I went to SCAD for my MFA in acting. And after that, I basically have spent the last 20 years living in the Atlanta theater and TV and film community, and have been very lucky to only work in my field, which makes me very proud, and also, I know, unique in the sense that I've just been very, very blessed to work for some amazing companies, both as an actor, a producer, a casting director, a director. So I did go to New York for 3 years and did that thing, and that's where I met my husband, and we moved back in 2010. And for a number of years, I was doing TV and film as an actor, working on staff at several Atlanta theaters. The pandemic rolled around, and like a lot of people, I did some soul searching and thought about where we were in our life and what I wanted, and I decided to make a pivot, and I asked myself, what else would I like to do? And I've always loved casting, and I knew I didn't want to get out of that. So I made a really short list of who in town I loved going in for when I was doing TV and film acting, and I reached out to a few people and said, hey, I know I've only done theater casting, but I'd love to learn what you do, and I want to see if you could use any help. And it was just my really great fortune that the top of my list was Big Picture Casting and Rita and Jen, who I had booked with as an actor, and I loved their energy and their work in the room and them as people. And they met with me, and they had spent a number of years leading up to the pandemic really concentrating on commercials. And the TV and film work had happened years before, but they were looking to sort of have someone there to revitalize that and re-energize that. And I didn't know how that Zoom meeting was going to go, but the next thing I know, they asked me to head the TV and film division at Big Picture Casting, and that's what I've been doing since early 2021, and I love it. It is very different than theater casting, but it is exactly what I needed at this time in my life, and it still lets me do the thing I love, which is helping actors tell wonderful stories and get jobs. And it's just my life is very, very full right now, and I feel really, really fortunate. Oh my God, Robbie. How would a best friend describe me as a movie title? Well, I'm not sure about a title, but a genre. I'll think about a title in a minute. I'm clever enough, I think. But as a genre, I would probably be a period drama with elements of absurdity and gay undertones.
All right, thank you so much, Clifton, for that introduction, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you're looking for me on social media, you can find me on Instagram at RMO Photography, on Facebook at facebook.com/Robert Mitchell OMB Photography, and of course on my website at robertmitchellomb.com. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.